Petergshow. Divorced dad, single dad, divorced dad, single dad. Petergshow.
So I'm going to tell you a little story. Story time. Gather around, children. Once again, opening up my vulnerability. We hit show number 100 on the live shows last week, and I was, I'm pretty proud of that in a way. I mean, to me, it's the norm, but it has a lot to be said because anybody trying to do this stuff knows it is beyond what you think it may be. It's a bitch. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a bitch. I love it though. I love what I do. So I've been having issues with Facebook since we started. I mean, it's always something. I thought I love my Facebook people, and I thought we could deliver through Facebook. We could deliver through Facebook, and just because I like the people. The people tell their stories. They tell when a loved one passed away, a friend, what they ate, who's going through hell, prayers going through surgeries, whatever it is. I just like it because I can watch what's going on and it's relatable. And I said, you know what? I got a big crowd in Facebook, and this is the way I want to do it. I want to deliver every single week like a TV channel on Facebook. And my friend said, you're out of your friggin' mind. What are you doing? I said, what am I doing? Why not? Well, they're kind of right. It's been an upward crawl, but I'm about it. That doesn't scare me. The problem is Facebook has a platform, and again, I don't want to say it's like socialism, but it's like socialism. What do you want for free? They control everything, and I got to tell you, out of the 100 shows, 2/3 of them have been pretty good for the most part, but that 1/3 has made my hair grayer. And a lot less of it, because there's nothing worse than having technical issues, or they're fluttering you down. They don't like what you say more than ever now. I mean, I'm not that bad, but I swear there's times when I feel like somebody's got it out for me. And I'm a true believer in that. They have all kinds of algorithms, all kinds of stuff that goes on. Who knows what the hell goes on? Well, I've had audio issues. Everything works properly on my end. The minute we go to Facebook, no audio. It will not let me connect to audio. Show video, and I look like an idiot. More like an idiot. Because I want it to work well. I want to be, if I'm going to be here for an hour plus, I want it, hell or high water, good or bad, I want you to hear what I have to say. You can turn it off. You can always turn it off. Like, the jokes are free, babe. So here's the deal. My 100th show. I'm getting ready for my 100th show, and we put in so much work, and I've talked about it, and again, I'll let it go after this one, but I want you to know what goes on, because someday we're all going to look back at this and go, you remember when? The 100th show comes up, I have everything ready, we're going to go. Finally, we're working up to the hour of the show. It was that screwed up. Again, manpower, and you don't have the muscle, especially during COVID times right now. It's tough. So, we start the show. Pre-show, I do a 30-minute bumper live. I used to. Tonight, we didn't do it. I'm going to tell you why. And no audio. I'm 20 minutes bending over to the camera, which now is farther away. If you notice, no shades, because the camera's farther away now. I can deal with it, because before, I was looking at the monitor, and I was looking like this. Doesn't look right. It's never going to look right, you know what I mean? But it looks worse. If you can imagine that, it looks worse. They said I had a great face for radio. So anyway, we start finally, after 15 minutes of screwing with it, it's luck of the draw. Unplugging, plugging, can't figure it out. Algorithms, software, whatever. The show starts. It's working. Amen. It's working. There is a God. Well, we get 30 minutes into the show, and all of a sudden buzzes and hums and all kinds of things, and things that it's not coming from my end. I'm being hit with an artillery of technical disasters. finally, it's like, I try to plow through it because that's what I do. You have to. It's a race. Like I said, when you start a live, when you're live, you're live. Right now, we are live. There's no getting around it. We are live. Can't fix anything. You can't record live. Like the Tonight Show, they record live at 5:00, but then they take the show and they fix whatever they got to fix and they send it out to television, national broadcast hours later after they smooth it out. Well, not here, folks. What you see is what you get. Good or bad, hell or high water. But that's okay. I'm good with that because I'm a little bit fortunate that, believe me, being in the music industry most of my life, live has been my world. And, you kind of get numb to it. Show must go on. So show must go on. But at this point, I'm starting to actually lose it because it's so important to me. It's my 100th anniversary show. And let me back that up. It's 100 live Facebook shows, which tonight we are not only on Facebook, we're live YouTube and live LinkedIn because I've changed platforms. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. But I've had more shows. We've been going since 2017. The live Facebook shows have been since 2019. There's literally about 250, almost 300 shows. Previous shows were pre-recorded, brought back into the editing bays, edited, and then sent out. Full control. Love it, but it's expensive. So I said, you know what? We're going to go live Facebook. Whatever happens, happens. Are you still with me? It's going to get better, I swear. Lord Wellington's going to be on. Be totally cool. For now, you got to stomach through me. So at this point, I'm frustrated, and the show's still going on, and I'm going, oh my God, why the hell is this happening? And then all of a sudden, I hear a voice in my head. This is happening because you've been procrastinating from changing your ways, my son. It's like, what? God, is that you? No, it's the plumber. I'm like, son of a gun. There is a God. I go, why is this happening to me? Why do I have to go through all this hell? Why can't I just have a smooth show? Why can't it just be, I work really hard at it. We check everything. We test everything. We work all week long just to have that 1 hour plus show. Why can't it just go off for my 3 or 3 million people, whatever it is? You know what I mean? Why can't it just go on? Do you really need me to answer your own questions, my son? And then I knew. Because I've been procrastinating switching to a different format of how we deliver the show because of all these problems. But I didn't want to change. I hate change. It's just like your iPhone. When they come up with a new friggin' software update and they change the whole friggin' thing, and it's like, holy crap. Now I got to sit there and screw with the damn thing because they made changes. But I knew I wanted a multi-stream more than just Facebook because people have been killing me for years now. Why don't you go live YouTube? And I was always, because YouTube is always there. I wanted Facebook. I believe in my Facebook people. They're very interactive. And I wanted to have an interactive show with a call-in number and all that crap. It's like, why couldn't it just work, God? You know why. Now get off your ass and make it work, my son. Okay, God, I will. I will. Now, last week, after I got all pissed off, I said within the next month or two, there's going to be some changes. Well, I went to bed that night and immediately got up and said, the change starts tomorrow. Excuse me. So the future is here. We worked all week long, and we changed formats the way the show is being delivered. I have no idea what's going on right now. I'm crossing my fingers on what I see that is being delivered to several different Facebook platforms and YouTube, and only to start and find out that when we went to LinkedIn that it says I don't have permission yet, so I got to figure that out. The thing is, now in the future, we're going to be streaming live to all 5, 6, 7 platforms or pages simultaneously, which is something I should have done a long time ago. But again, I hate change. But change is inevitable. And sometimes you just have to have your ass kicked enough times to finally go, okay, it's time to get up and go. And I'm one of those guys who I can get up and I can go because I want to do it. Because if I'm going to sit here in this seat and go through all this shit for a whole week just to prep for a show, it might as well be worth it, right? All right, so here's what we're going to do. We are on a new platform now, and after my talk with God, I promised God that I always promise God. I believe it or not, I say a little prayer before I start every single show. I say a prayer before I get up, when I get up in the morning, when I walk out the door, and when I go to bed. It's just me. Call me crazy. But we're going to bring Miss Laura J. Wellington on, and that way we'll have some real entertainment. But I like telling a story once in a while because it's not just me. This pertains to you guys. God knows how many of you just like banging your heads against the wall and need to do something and change, and who gets finally off of it and who does it, who's later, sooner than later, better, whatever. So long as you do it. Sometimes you have to have a few more scars. And that's my point. But I love all of you. And that's why I tell these stupid stories. This is just one prime example.
Peter G. Show.